Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Yes, I know for a while, like, when everyone struggles with their identities and being themselves in, like, middle school and high school, I kind of tried to, like, fit to, like, the mold. Like, I stopped wearing glasses, even though I can't freaking see. I would try to just, like, listen to what everyone else would. And then I realized, like, when I just kind of, like, I got over it, like, I had too much going on to keep it up, so I just completely stopped caring about what people thought. And then all of a sudden, like, people actually liked me for just being me. Because when you're different, you're unique, and it stands out, and people like that when you just don't care.
Pretty much all my life I've been competitive in music, sports, and like academically as well. And usually I've always been the only black person.
Growing up with autism, it meant that I could kind of gather information and absorb information that was specifically fascinating to me a little more easily than, say, if I were neurotypical. And as I've grown up, I've become, I guess, more of a, on top of the whole being part of FSA, I've kind of wanted to start like a autism awareness association.
I didn't take it as an insult at all. It made me feel like I can contend with other people that aren't in my own stereotype. So
Ultimately, my autism is probably the defining characteristic of my life, and it's made me feel unique and stronger than a few people ever since.
Yeah, I think growing up as a lesbian in a small southern town, very conservative, has definitely empowered me to be more at ease with myself after being told for years that what myself isn't good or authentic and doesn't deserve to exist.
Dealing with people who couldn't quite accept me being gay and me kind of accepting who I was and not like thinking like, oh, I'm horrible, I need to like change who I am, was a struggle that like kind of really empowered me because I like stood up to those people and I didn't deal with them and kind of what they stood for, and through that I became who I am today, where I'm more confident in who I am, and who I am doesn't necessarily define me as a person, but more like it helps people get to know me.
What my thing is that I grew up in a very conservative family, just like a lot of people that have answered this question. And I have struggled with trying to explain my point of view to them and my kind of like how I think and what I believe.
Growing up, I grew up really Catholic, conservative, my family did. I went to Catholic high school, and so like through like high school I realized that I was more liberal, and then like my parents, honestly, like I couldn't have any conversations with them, like everything was just a shutdown. It was like, you don't know the truth, like you're young, like even the t-shirt that I'm wearing, Black Lives Matter, like they saw me wearing this, they would like, I would get a lecture. So I think dealing with that and then like realizing I have to pick and choose my battles with them and like kind of like put stuff aside and realize that I absolutely can't change them. Just like that kind of sucks, but I think I'm like working on it every day. So.
Yeah, actually, when I got to UNCW, I joined Greek life, and that was a really big deal in my family because my parents weren't in Greek life. They really had no understanding of it or any idea what it was about. My friends didn't really get it. They looked at me, they said, "You're gonna pay for your friends. We didn't think you were that kind of girl." And I said, "Well, you don't really know who I am at all." So I got to UNCW and I joined my organization, and I realized that I wasn't as much of a lone wolf as I thought I was. And it's really helped me grow as a person. So.
I think in general being a black gay person in college right now is sort of defying society's expectation of myself. Being here, doing 2 majors, being part of an executive board of 2 different organizations and whatnot, people kind of expected me to grow up in the slums and bail, but I didn't. I'm here, I'm educated, I know what I'm doing.